I had some kids, the family.
So they,
But none of the family, none of the kids could go either? They were not
No,
old
we were
enough?
too young.
I got my uncle, my father.
Yeah?
He went there. And
That
some
was the
friends.
first one.
He served. Yeah.
Mais la deuxième guerre, tu t'avais fait enregistrer, hein, Pop?
Yeah.
Mais
oh,
là,
yeah.
he had six kids. So
They got a plan. If you had a family, you can
get deferred.
Oh, yeah.
defer. Yeah, they can get deferred.
Okay.
So they delayed me because I had some kids.
That's good.
And they did some crop. I was crop really late.
He was farming, and
Yeah.
they needed the farmers
Yeah,
too.
you knew.
See, she was married to Daddy's first cousin.
Vous l'allez mauvais, donc.
Tu voulais aller mauvais, hein?
Daddy said you wanted to go real bad, huh?
But the last war, I had 4 kids. 4 in the same time. 1, 2.
T'en avais 6.
No, 3.
6, t'en avais 6.
Yeah,
il y avait
but
6.
6 I did out of me.
Oh, yeah.
J,
Yeah.
et T, et JB.
3. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3 that went to the army.
That was after the war. C'était
After
après
the
la
war,
guerre
they
était
served.
finie.
Non, J, T qui était droit dedans.
C'est après moi.
C'est toi. T qui était dans les dégâts, là.
Italy?
Italy.
Italy?
T was dans Italy. J was in Germany. Et quand il arrivait, il voyait les flammes. Tous les beaux de Guédon, ils ne savions pas le lendemain. Et ils l'aurions à tête. So ils ont fait une partie autour de France. Et ça voyait les lampes, le feu, et où ça se battait.
Translate?
4 jours après, la guerre était arrêtée. Et j'ai n'a pas été sur le front.
He said that they could see
They like,
fire
yeah.
where the fighting was going on.
Oh, they got as close as the fighting.
Dans la guerre par rapport que
Who
tu peux
was
pas avoir
that?
2 garçons à la même place.
Ah. Okay.
Tiki went and where he went, at that time, it was in Italy. They were about to fight. Wherever it was, they were about to start a big fight. I
Yeah, but I
remember.
mean, it wasn't the Second World War.
Yeah.
I mean, it was something else.
It was something
Oh,
else.
after.
Because you were in 49, or it was 49 or 50, because he had 49 military. And the war
I
was
can
over.
remember
Yeah.
when, I think it was Uncle Jay, but it could have been Uncle Tick. He was coming back from Germany. We were waiting in Aunt Rose's house.
It's Uncle Jay.
Uncle Jay. We were waiting at Rose's, and they
Yeah.
showed me on a globe. He
He
came
did
from
on
here to
a-
here to here. He called and said he was in Lafayette or something. And they picked him up, brought him in.
We went over there. picked
Il
him up.
était dans le National Guard, lui.
I brought him over there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you were? I remember us
I
waiting
think
for him
so,
at
huh?
Aunt Rose's. Yeah.
So Grandpa, you saw all the way back to history. You saw the first car, the first airplane, all the way to the man landing on the moon, right? Do you remember when the man landed on the moon? Huh? You remember what year was? Yeah.
You want some
You want some-
popcorn,
you want some
Daddy?
popcorn?
Did you
Yes,
popcorn?
bring us
Jack-
popcorn.
Any of y'all like any?
Thank you.
Not me.
That's okay, thank you.
Oh, boy, they're treating
Whoa.
good.
Yeah, always got some. Go ahead and eat.
Munch it.
If somebody wanted that, they can take it.
I'll take one.
See where Papa gets. Give
you,
him the,
you remember the man on the moon? Well, first of, okay, and you saw it on TV? You saw it on television?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was married too, Grandpa.
Yeah.
They talk a lot about it. Everybody was yum, 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 yum.
Yeah.
Did you believe it, Grandpa, or you thought they were
You
just...
want some?
oh, no, thank you. Gum.
No more.
Did you believe they really landed on the moon, or
Oh,
did
yeah?
you think it was... Because
Oh,
some
yeah.
people think it was just a
That
put on.
time they were getting so smart.
Oh,
Yeah. You also, I forgot to ask you about the first television back.
I saw
When
the
was
first
that?
television.
They had the first color TV.
You
I
had the
know.
first color television
Huh?
in the area? You had a first color television around?
I
Yeah.
got the first, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, almost the first one.
Yeah? How many channels did you used to catch? How many channels did you catch in the beginning?
I don't remember.
No? It only half a day, probably. 1 or 2 channels, huh?
Do what?
Channels from Lafayette and Lake Charles? Or where?
Television. How many
Television. How many channels on the TV?
Lafayette, I believe.
Yeah?
That's about all.
That's about
Lafayette
it?
and Lake Charles.
They didn't have no Lake Charles.
Lake Charles came later,
Yeah,
right?
they come in on a VHF. I mean a UHF
Yeah.
at 5 o'clock.
And I remember you would only get television. It would come on at, was it 4 or 5 in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah? And he go off before midnight, till 10 o'clock probably.
For the time they had it just for a little boy.
And if you wanted the television worked on, it'd be at night. All the television men would be at night. They'd have to wait. You'd have to wait. But at night, they'd have to work at night.
Because,
and
that's
some
the
of them,
only
like
time
we
you
did,
had
didn't know
TV
anything
was
about
at
the
night,
TV.
so they could fix it, yeah.
They were.
I see. They didn't get a signal to test on. They
Yeah,
didn't.
they had a signal to test on.
Hobby.
And the first antenna we had was a tall, tall antenna.
Champion and
Because we'd get,
Yeah, we had a big antenna.
Yeah?
Uh,
Just to catch 2 channels.
yeah.
we'd get Galveston when we first got TV. We'd get Galveston. And I
Wow.
guess them too.
Grandpa, I wanted to ask you too about Hurricane Audrey. Where did y'all spend
Yeah,
Hurricane
that's
Audrey?
that's the other thing I wanted to ask you. Other hurricanes besides Audrey too, but Audrey, you remember when it
In
happened?
Lake Charles, I believe.
But c'est, Hurricane Audrey, c'est Catot. C'est Hazel. C'est Percy Hazel.
In Lake Arthur? They were living in Lake Arthur at the time?
No, they were living in the
Oh, in
country.
the country here?
But we stayed there only a few days. Now we went to Lake Charles.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know anybody who died during Audrey? Did you? Did you know?
Tu connais quelqu'un Kamoudi? C'est pas le parent mam Kamoudi là-bas, Camaron?
Ouais, lui, il a mouru.
Ça fait noyer, hein?
Yeah. That's about all, but in Cameron Parish, there's a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Person died.
You got to see the water here? From the hurricane? Did the water get this far? The waves?
You know what? In my house,
Mm-hmm.
Mom, she didn't want to leave. She didn't want to leave, and it was a low place. I knew we decided to leave at about 8 o'clock,
At night.
and it was blowing and raining, blowing, raining. And the next morning, there was 4 inches of water over the table.
Over the table, your table, your kitchen table.
Over the stove.
You left in time.
Yeah, over the stove, but that deep.
Wow.
And we left about 7 o'clock.
Really?
They came after us. And they just
And that's the old house? That's this old house here?
This house here?
Yeah.
That
is,
the water got that high on that
no,
house?
but it was a little house.
Smaller.
Oh, yeah. But the wood is still in the house.
Now, this was, what he's talking about was the flood of 1940.
Oh, the flood. Okay. I see. The water got that high.
Yeah.
What caused the flood of 1940? Was
It
it
rained and rained and rained.
It wasn't a hurricane?
Well, it might have been a hurricane, but it
No, yeah.
rained for
Were
days.
there any other hurricanes that you saw besides Audrey? Were there any other hurricanes? No, just Audrey.
Just that one.
Oh,
Mm. Wow.
that one.
Hurricane Audrey, tu te rappelles? Mais t'avais été, c'est Paul Percy, tu te rappelles?
Yeah.
It
Passing a boat right next to my place.
Wow.
Through the
With a
wood in
boat.
the house,
Yeah.
I bet.
the boat passed.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You go by Jolacom and you go over there. You go to Lake Charles. From Gate on to Lake Charles in boat.
Wow.
The water was that high.
It was high. I remember.
And this was Audrey or the flood?
That was the flood.
The flood.
1940.
Mm. Wow. And he devastated all the crops, probably. Took all the crops with it.
Personne n'a fait de l'argent cette année-là.
Everybody lost what they had, and good part of it lost the animal too.
The animals, yeah.
Too, the
Yeah.
animals too.
Tu as dit pour notre cheval qui s'est noyé? Dick, hein?
Short, yeah.
Oh, c'est short, c'était short.
Short.
When you got back home, did you see snakes in the house?
No, I don't believe. But
No?
the wives, they came there and they cleaned the house. But I don't believe we.
No, you didn't get to see any
He
snakes
was
there.
going to say about his horse that drowned. Shorty.
You had a horse that drowned?
C'était pas
Yeah.
Dick, hein? C'était Dick. Ou
Dick,
Shorty?
Dick,
C'était Dick.
Dick, I believe.
Il avait un cheval.
Mhm.
He had a horse, and his name was Dick, and he was kind of like our old workhorse. We
Hmm.
depended on him to pull the plow and everything, and he was
He drowned himself.
and
Yeah.
he drowned. I don't know if he drowned, but he was in a fenced-in place in the water,
Oh, yeah.
and he couldn't eat. I guess
Oh, yeah.
he might have drowned too. And when we came back,
Oh, yeah.
Dick had drowned, and
Oh.
it was our
That was
money
y'all's
maker.
worker. Yeah.
that was our tractor.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Tu
yeah.
rappelles ça
Oh,
pas?
yeah.
Dick, s'avait noyé.
It was I don't remember how.
C'était,
Had a heart
it was
attack.
either Shorty or Dick. I don't remember which.
Wow.
He got a cramp when he was swimming.
Any other?
Elle a garantie.
When did it pass?
No,
No?
Mais tu vas t'entendre parler de ça, non? Hein?
but in the it was in the west, northwest,
Northwest.
Oh, yeah.
northwest.
Tu
You
voyais
saw
ça
it
ce
northwest?
soir? L'étoile à
Every
grande.
night we.
When was the
for
first
2
state
nights,
is coming?
we get up and we go outside and we can see
Yeah?
how you call it?
L'étoile à grande. Haley's Comet. L'étoile à grande cheveux. It was Haley's
Star
Comet.
with the
Wow.
long tail.
And you were
Yeah.
young?
And a long short, and it was like that. The
Yeah?
end of that mark.
Huh.
That mark was red, burned from high, I believe.
Yeah? Wow. Well, Grandpa, that's very good. I think we got a lot of good information.
Anything else you want to tell us?
Il n'y a pas d'autre chose. Il n'y a pas d'autre chose que tu voudrais dire?
Pas quoi j'ai dit.
He said, I don't even remember what I said.
Well, we'll play it for you. You'll be able to sing
Okay,
it.
good.
One mind and one heart. O Lord God, Creator, we bless and praise your name. In the beginning you made man and woman so that they might enter a communion of life and love. You likewise blessed the union of Sustain and Laetitia so that they might reflect the union of Christ with his church. But put kindness on them today, and in the joys and struggles of their life, you have preserved the union between them. Renew their marriage covenant, increase your love in them, strengthen their bond of peace, so that surrounded by their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, they may always rejoice in the gift of your blessing. And we ask this through Christ our Lord.
Amen.
La bénédiction de Dieu Tout-Puissant, le Père, le Fils et le Saint-Esprit.